What's up, beautiful people? Trust your intuition for divinely guiding you right here to this particular pick a card reading, all about your next big victory, your next big win. So I'm super excited to dive into this. We're going to go through each of these four groups and see what is worth celebrating in your life. Okay, so for group one, we've got the Amethyst Owl. So if you like amethyst or owl energy, group one is definitely what you want to go for. Group two, we've got the Jasper Ram right here. So if you're feeling this kind of energy, definitely go for group two. Group three, we've got the Praying Goddess, definitely giving mother energy. So that's group three. And then group four, we've got the Lapis Unicorn. So if you're feeling that energy, definitely go for group four. Pause the video if you need to. I can't stress that enough, right? We never stress anything over here, but it always helps to give a better, closer, more silent, more intuitive look at each group. So whichever one you're feeling most resonant with, whichever one you feel like is calling out to you, that's the one you want to go for. So again, keep in mind the question, which is, what is my next big victory? All right, so take a moment and I will see you in your reading. What's up, group one? Trust your intuition for divinely guiding you right here. Let's find out what your next big victory is, okay? So you guys chose this Amethyst Owl. So amethyst is the color, well, purple is the color of the crown chakra and really the upper chakras. Indigo, purple, whatever you want to call it, that's crown, third eye chakra. So there's something about divine insights coming through, downloads, possibly visions, dreams. Owls are very nocturnal. They're clear seers. So I feel like there's something about being a visionary. So there could be something you have in your mind, an image, a vision, and I feel like it's coming to fruition. And when it does come to fruition, I feel like it's going to be very notable and noticeable. So I'm hearing noticeable and therefore notable. So there's something you're creating that you're putting out there. Maybe it's something you create at night with the owl energy, but I feel like it's amounting to something. It's coming to a grand climax, if you will. All right, so let's see what this is that's worth celebrating. Compassion. Today is a good day to practice cultivating the sacred force of compassion through small acts of kindness. By approaching situations with compassion, you create a peaceful world. And you know what's funny? This almost looks like a mini trophy cup. So I feel like there's something about when you're kind to people, when you're nice, when you're compassionate, the universe is going to give you that same energy back, and maybe in ways that you wouldn't even expect, in ways that, you know, it just comes through. So one scenario that I'm getting in my mind, let's say that, you know, you've maxed out your credit card, but you really want that cup of coffee, and you try to swipe it, it's not working, and the barista's like, you know what, don't worry about it. You come in here all the time. You're always so sweet. You're always so nice. We got you. I feel like there's something like that the universe is wanting to reward you with because you're so kind, because you're so compassionate. I feel like the universe is telling you it's time that you get rewarded for how you act on a day-to-day basis. And I feel like there's something about free drinks too with the cup right there. I feel like that's to be taken literally. All right. Ooh, we have coffin, number 8. Okay. So there's a death, there's an ending. What's worth celebrating? Fox. Very clever. I'm getting cleverness with the fox. They're a little bit sly, cunning, clever, mischievous in ways. I feel like this is giving I'm ending something, right? Without people knowing. Like I'm ending a job. I'm compassionate enough to leave my 2 weeks notice. Maybe 14 is 14 days. 14 days notice. 2 weeks notice. And it's almost like the coffin represents an ending, but the fox is kind of sly. People are like, I had no idea you were even not wanting to be in this company anymore. It feels like there's something about ending something, but almost doing it in a sly way. I'm kind of getting move in silence, which does resonate with the owl's energy. All right, we've got the Queen of Wands in reverse, Bridget energy. So she's very adventurous, very daring, very bold. Queen of Wands is a leader. So in reverse, this can be a little too much of a bossy kind of itch, bitch. Didn't want to say it, but I feel like, yeah, there's a bossy vibe to it. But there can also be a lack of leadership when she's in reverse. Then we got the Two of Swords. So this is all about making a choice, making a decision. And usually it's about relying on your intuition because she's blindfolded on most of the Two of Swords cards in most of the decks. So there's something about relying on your intuition with that moon right there. Okay. Which makes sense with this owl energy. And then we have the Five of Cauldrons. Okay. Scorpio energy. By the way, Queen of Wands, Aries energy, Two of Swords, Libra energy. I'm going to put this up a little bit so we can see the word compassion. So I feel like this is almost like a loss of power with the Queen of Wands in reverse, but then you're making a decision here. I feel like it's a hard choice with the Five of Cauldrons, Five of Cups. It's like a sad decision you don't necessarily want to make, but I also feel like there's an ending coming. Interesting. Okay. It feels like the ending is the victory here. So I don't know if this was a job that you felt tied down to. Maybe it felt soul sucking with the coffin energy right there. But I feel like the compassion is actually, I don't know why I keep getting 2 weeks notice. For some of you that work for yourself or this is not a job situation, I feel like you're ending something. But it feels like the way you're ending it, it almost feels for other people like it's coming out of left field. For you, it just feels totally natural. I feel like this has been brewing or building up or something like that for a while now. All right, so let's get more for group 1, the next big victory. And I feel like this is coming up pretty soon. It's funny because I feel like your victory might be, this could even be, you know, someone else's sadness. A victory for me, meaning I'm leaving this job, could be, you know, a coworker that really likes you is pretty sad about that. We have high drama. So that kind of does go with this energy. We have like 2 very clearly cards of crying, of tears. Group 1. I feel like something you're doing, which is choosing to end something, is creating tears. It's creating some sort of drama. It's almost, I'm getting a ripple effect with this. Let's get a little bit more for group 1. Their next big victory. Choose your weapon. There's definitely something about a choice here. It's funny, we have a choice with 2 swords here, and we have a sword right here, or a knife right here. I'm hearing the pen is stronger than the sword. What is that? The pen is stronger. It's like the tongue is stronger than the sword. The pen is stronger than the... You know what I'm trying to say. There's a quote like that. I don't know. Sometimes I hear it as like the pen is stronger than the sword, or the pen is mightier than the sword. But I also hear sometimes the tongue is mightier than the sword. So I don't know. I'm getting something about, yeah, the tongue, the pen, something being mightier than the sword. All right. I do think you're cutting something off with that sword, that knife energy, but this could also be like a new contract with the pen right there. I feel like a weapon in this scenario is you choosing a different job, you signing off on some sort of contract that releases you. Okay. Funny, we have wilderness. Yeah, because I feel like you're about to be a free agent, a free bird out here. Okay. Let's get more. There's a big choice you have to make here. I think a victory in and of itself is having the choice. Having the choice to make the choice. Group 1, next big victory. Ooh, the Emerald City. Appearances may deceive you. Focus on substance rather than chasing illusions. Unrealistic goals, disillusionment. And actually, on the flip side, it seems like you're actually like, yeah, you have big visions for something. And I'm hearing take the upright of these, right? We've got the upright, we've got the reverse, but I'm hearing take the upright. I'm hearing something with the number 12, Jesus' disciples, okay? You have everything you need to move forward, group 1. Yeah, because I feel like you're on a conquest here. I feel like you're releasing yourself from some sort of contract and you're moving into a new vision, a new conquest. Yeah, it just feels like there's something new on the horizon coming up. Over the rainbow, come through now. Your life purpose is aligning with higher spiritual realms. Trust in divine timing. Hope, optimism, new beginnings, timing. 37. Some of you could be 37. I want to put that right there. Why not? Some of you could be 25. I'm getting 37 minus 12. Yeah, but it feels like you're moving into new territory. Interesting. Okay. And we're going to get 2 more. I'm hearing. I was going to take 1 more, but I just heard 2 more. Okay. I feel like there's something about choosing how you want to handle a situation too, because we have a lot about choice with the 2 of Swords. Choose your weapon. 2 different kind of faces on this card, on this high drama card. But I feel like there's a big message about choosing your perspective in here, especially because you guys resonated with the owl. Group 1, what is it they need to see? The next big win, the next big victory. We have the Salamander, Infinity, Reinvention. Yeah, I feel like you guys are off to see the wizard. I feel like you're really about to reinvent yourself out here. Yeah, changing for the better. And then we have Instrument, Self-expression, Speaking Truth. Some of you might even be musicians. I literally was just singing Off to See the Wizard. I'm getting something with 21 and 12, like inverse, mirroring. I feel like you're about to discover who you really are. I feel like you haven't even seen that yet. But there's definitely an energy in here about being your true, authentic self. And for some of you, that means leaving a job, which is in and of itself a victory. But I keep looking at the yellow brick road, and I feel like a victory is going far. Some of you are moving. It could be for work. I do think it's for a passion. Whether that's, I'm hearing Nashville, right? Because I'm getting something with this guitar, although I think this is a banjo. But, you know, I think Nashville's the guitar capital. So, yeah, I don't know. That's why that came to mind. But there could be something about, yeah, just moving wherever your passion is, whether it's writing, which I'm definitely getting with the pen, music. Maybe you're into making drinks, cocktails, mixology. We've got a lot of cauldron energy, right? Herbalism. But whatever it is, this is a new chapter. And you're walking away from another chapter. This is like a huge shift, transformation. Interesting. So group 1, I hope that resonated with you. Let's take a charm here and see what is accompanying your next victory. We've got BFF. I think you're about to meet a BFF. And this new, maybe that's why we keep having like dual energy, right? Choose, even with the high drama. I feel like there's something about, I'm getting this weird energy too. Some of you that are leaving a job where a coworker that is actually a friend of yours is feeling some type of way, like very sad about it, you might become even closer with that coworker after leaving the job. I don't know why that's coming through, but it is. But I do think you're going to get very close with somebody. I'm hearing put that away. Let's grab one of these. Next big victory, group 1. Ooh, with the tree here. Celtic tree. May you remember the past, plan for the future, and live for today. So this feels like you're moving on. You're going to the next territory. I really, really love this. It feels like the victory is all about moving on. It's all about growth. It's all about going forward. It's all about being kind and having the universe reward you for your kindness. And also, I feel like sometimes seeing is not seeing in the physical, but trusting your dreams, daydreams, and your literal dreams at night. But I feel like you're living a very long life with this tree, the tree of life here. A very interconnected life. So whoever you meet next, whoever that BFF is going to be a big part of your life moving forward. And I think even part of this next journey is meeting this person. So interesting. I hope that resonated, group 1. I'm so grateful that you are here, that you tuned in, and hopefully I will see you again very, very soon. What's up, my beauties from group 2? Trust your intuition for divinely leading you to this particular group. Let's see what's going on, what your next big victory is, your next big win. So we have the Jasper Ram. So I believe Jasper is a protection stone, and Ram energy is all about, like, when you think of a ram, I instantly get like full force, moving forward, very Aries energy. Some of you could be Aries. Maybe that's why you chose the ram. But I feel like Jasper energy is also about eliminating negative energy and making sure that none of that comes into your space. So this could be a time of cleaning. Maybe you're doing like this huge deep clean. It ends up being like a huge win, huge victory. You're able to completely remodel your place from this big clean. I don't know why I'm getting that, but it's coming through. So let's see what else is coming through. I'm getting self-starting energy too. Some of you could be starting a business, but let's see this big win for group 2. We have gratitude. A grateful soul is a magnet for miracles. Be thankful for yourself, for your life, the world, and the learnings in your life. Gratitude has a healing power and helps you to see your reality in a completely new way. I love it. Okay. So there's definitely something to be grateful for, to cheers. We've got mountains. So I see you overcoming something, and 21 makes me think of the World card. So you literally could be traveling, taking that as a win, but I also feel like there's an ending. The World is all about an ending, a graduation to a new cycle. And then we've got 7 snake energy. And I actually feel like you're overcoming this. Like whatever this icky energy is, right? We're talking about removing negative energy from your space. I feel like you've done the work to completely overcome that. Whether that is just simply cleaning up or physically moving to a new space. We've got King of Swords energy, Nuada, who is a visionary. Okay. We've got the Moon in reverse, Pisces/Cancer energy. Okay. So with the Moon in reverse, there's something about not necessarily knowing what's going to occur next, right? A little bit of disillusion there. Hidden energy. And then we've got the 3 of Cauldrons, Cancer energy, 3 of Cups energy. King of Swords is Aquarius energy. I don't know if I said that or said a different sign. But he is a visionary. It's funny, he's a visionary, but I feel like he doesn't necessarily know what's coming next with the Moon in reverse. But 3 of Cauldrons, I feel like this is all about celebrating, and it makes sense with gratitude. I feel like there's a big cheers energy. 3 of Cups, gratitude with the cup up. And I feel like it's because you overcame something. Group 2, let's get a little bit clearer on this. It's like the big overcoming. What does group 2 need to see? The next big win for group 2. The next big win for group 2. Ooh, secret revealed, which makes sense with the moon in reverse. So I feel like the victory is the revelation of something. A reveal, exposure of something. The unveiling of something. Okay. Group 2, let's talk about it. The next big win, the next big victory. And I wonder if it's unveiling a lie with that snake energy. We've got, ooh, together. Okay. Which kind of makes sense with the 3 of Cups, too. It feels like there's a gathering. Okay. I feel like someone let something slip during a gathering. Huh. Okay, we'll see what this means. What's coming up? Look, we have victory. You know what? I have to take this out because it's the next card. It matches that Cups energy. And it's literally showing a cup on here. Let's put this a little bit more centered. It's really crazy, though, how well that matches. Yeah, there's definitely something worth cheersing. And I almost feel like it's because of a secret that's being revealed. I don't know, I'm getting like this campfire kind of setting in my head, and it's a group of friends that are all around, and I don't know what this secret could be. Let's find out. Let's get into that. What is this reveal? Maybe it won't be such a shock when you find out. If we can get the answer here. Group 2, let's talk about it. What is this revelation? All right, what is this revelation for group 2? Wow, we have 3 coming out. All right, we have Dorothy's companions. Man, it's all over this. Your relationships support your journey. Collaboration will enhance your life. Friendships support teamwork, loyalty, number 18. And the moon is also number 18. So I feel like the moon has a very big impact in this. And I actually think there's a super moon. I believe it's December 4th. That's when it's coming up. But that could be when, you know, the full moon in and of itself is known for revelations, let alone a super moon. Yeah, this could definitely happen. Maybe you're in the mountains with friends and this revelation comes forward. We have winds of change. Number 20, transformation is in the air. Embrace the winds of change and let them carry you forward. Transformation, adaptability, momentum, and release. And then what's our other card here? Number 37, over the rainbow, your life purpose is aligning with higher spiritual realms. Trust in divine timing. Hope, optimism, new beginnings, timing. It feels like there's a conquering here with the mountain over the rainbow. Like something's over the hill, over the hump, away from that snaky energy. And it's almost like I feel like this happens because of a reveal. And I've been asking, what was this reveal? But I feel like you can only really find out once you're amongst friends. I feel like Spirit's being a little cheeky. Like, oh, you thought you could find out in this reading, but you're going to have to wait till this gathering occurs. Because I think it's very juicy. And it's like feeling really good. Which is the strange part, right? Because I feel like gossip is kind of more lower vibrational sometimes. But this feels like whatever it is, whatever this revelation is, whatever this news is, it's a good thing. Okay. Let's see. Let's get a little bit more, please and thank you. What's going on? The victory, the win for group 2. That felt like it, but then I was like, yeah, no. The peach, fertility and love. Oh, maybe it's about a pregnancy. Maybe that's what's worth celebrating. Someone talking about they got their ass done with the peach. Georgia peach energy. But I'm really feeling like that's a pregnancy with fertility coming out. Or love, or someone got together. Maybe the revelation is a friend saying, hey, I've always had these feelings for you. And then we have black walnut, number 36. I love that we have 36 and 37. It feels like things are moving in divine timing. You could be 36 or 37, because now that I'm thinking about it, 18 plus 18 is 36. All right, so we have discernment and self-worth with the black walnut. It's funny because it's almost feeling like if I looked at that card just off rip, I would have been like, oh, maybe you need to work on self-esteem. But I feel like this is actually like you have such a high sense of self-worth that you're like, of course I would attract that kind of love. Of course you would tell me you're crushing on me. I'm also realizing we have 36, 37, and 38. So that could be the age range of your friends, maybe the friends that are telling you about this. So-and-so said they were always kind of feeling you. You could be in that age range. Yeah, that's just coming through crazy. But I feel like there's something about, like, now you see my worth. I feel like you know your worth. Group 2, this is really interesting. We have 39. Oh my God. We have 36, 37, 38, 39 here. You're ready to ascend to new heights in your life and goals. Get ready to rise. I'm just going to take this out. Elevation, higher perspective, adventure. Even with 19, 18, 19, things are moving in divine order with you guys, group 2. Yeah, it's feeling like something is like kind of blowing up in a good way. Like something is coming to fruition. And I think it's your gratitude. Remember, that's what that word said. I feel like there's something about your gratitude that's making this all kind of come out. Interesting. Someone might tell you on a hot air balloon how they actually feel about you, but I feel like this is all when you're with friends and you're like, holy shit, that feels like a win. That's a big victory for me. And it all has to do with the revelation, and I think it's because you overcame something. This is wild. Group 2, I'm going to need you to report back. So let's get... I'm going to make this fall, but we're going to get some charms here. Man, that victory card really wanted you to see it. Like, hey, don't forget, this victory is a victory. All right, group 2, let's talk more about this victory, this revelation. What's coming through? Oh my God, get out of here. We literally have the Aries Ram, and you guys chose the Aries Ram, which I just got out of the way. I'm hearing now take another. I'm getting a self-starter energy with that. I'm hearing ram through it. Ram it all down. Okay. Oh, and we've got the boy. I feel like there could be something about an Aries man or an Aries male, an Aries boy involved in this revelation somehow. Interesting. Okay. It feels like a very masculine energy is involved here somehow. And Aries is like very big in this energy. Aries is the baby of the zodiac. So I feel like there's like a starting, self-starter, self energy in this, which is funny. We have all this friendship energy, but I feel like there's something deeply rooted in the self here as well. Oh, and we have the turtle here. Patience, trust in Mother Earth, success will come. Yeah, your victory, your win, your success is already established. It's already written for you guys, group 2. But I feel like there's also something about like allow things to kind of take their turn, take their time, because I think this is one of those things that everyone has to be in alignment for this revelation, this juicy revelation to come forward, and everything else to kind of line up after that. It feels like a co-creative experience here. I feel like this is going to come out around the next supermoon, which is in early December. I believe it's December 4th. I could be wrong. But yeah, check the dates for that supermoon. But thank you so much for being here, group 2. I'm so grateful for you tuning in, and I'm sure I'll talk to you again very, very soon. What's up, my beloved group 3ers? Trust your intuition, because I promise you, you chose this group with divine intention. Let's find out what your next big win, what your next big victory is. So you guys resonated the most with this mother goddess praying figure. I'm kind of instantly getting a Mother Mary energy. I'm getting a very divine mother energy. I'm getting something about really attuning to your spirituality. This almost feels like you're reaching the next phase of spiritual awakenedness. I feel like there's something about a spiritual awakening taking place or about to happen, which you are absolutely considering a win. Some of you could even become a mother or get pregnant, but let's see. Group 3, next big win. Ooh, we have divinity. Seek and you will find. Today is a new opportunity to ask for divine guidance. Embrace the wisdom of the universe and let it guide you. That's so funny. I just mentioned the Divine Mother. So there's definitely something about magical mysticism, feminine energy, receiving, attracting. We have bear. I'm getting a bear hug energy. Okay. We have bear, mama bear. I'm getting a very motherly energy with you guys, group 3. And then we have rider. Why am I getting bear rider? Number 1. I feel like there's a new adventure with that number 1. I definitely feel like you're reaching a new point of spiritual awakening. I just kind of want to know what exactly that is. I feel like there's something about communication between worlds, between realms, with the skulls right there and the bones. Okay. Ooh, we've got the Queen of Swords, the Morrigan, in reverse. Okay. So she's a visionary, divine feminine energy, clear seeing, clear speaking, clear thinking. The Six of Swords in reverse. Okay. Aquarius energy. Put that right there. And we've got the Six of Wands up right. That is a victory. That is a win. So with the Queen of Swords in reverse, and let's be real, she can be a bitch in reverse, right? She can just give it to you when you don't want to take it. This is someone that can be very cutting with their words when she's in reverse. And the Six of Swords in reverse, I'm getting you attract more flies with honey, or you get more bees with honey. I like to say bees. Let's attract more bees into our reality rather than flies. Let's attract more honey, period, right? I feel like there's something with the Six of Swords of being stuck or not being able to move forward, because this is all about moving at a refuge, moving into a safe space. So in reverse, there's either a blockage, or sometimes I consider it the danger zone. It's almost like if you can't visualize it too, because sometimes that's a lack of visualization. It's like, how can you move forward? But I feel like somehow you get over that, because we have the Six of Wands. So this is literally a victory, a win after a big battle. I'm like, did you have to go up against a bear? Let's get a little bit clearer on this. Okay. Group 3. What is this win about? Because I definitely see you winning something, but yeah, I'm wondering what this is coming from, stemming from. We have Bright Idea, so in reverse, which I usually don't take oracle cards in reverse, but this deck is all about taking cards in reverse and having reverse meanings. So there could be something with bright idea. In reverse, that's all about not having a bright idea. There's a delay in what's going on upstairs. You can't think your way out of a situation. Let me get the next card before we go into that too much. Group 3. Next victory. Next big win. I'm hearing flip it. Dream. Okay, so it's kind of all coming to me now. I feel like there's something about with bright idea in reverse, I feel like there's something, you know, if it's upright, it's almost like you're kind of consciously thinking of an idea. But in reverse, especially with dream right there, I feel like there's something, a vision, an idea that's coming through you subconsciously rather than consciously. It's almost like you figure your way out of a situation through a dream message rather than through consciously thinking of an escape plan. Yeah, I'm getting escape plan too with the Six of Swords in reverse and Rider. It's like, how do we get out of this sticky sitch? And I feel like you're very victorious in getting out of it, but it's almost like you have to trust your gut, your intuition when you're in dream mode and not thinking consciously. Okay. Let's get more for group 3. Tell me more about this win, this victory, which almost feels subconscious. The Wicked Witch's defeat. You know what's funny? I was thinking, like, if you have nightmares or there's any fear that you have, I was actually thinking about the Wicked Witch, and I just saw Wicked, by the way. If you guys have the time, definitely go see it. It's good. You have the power to overcome negativity, rise above challenges, and face them head on. I'm getting something with the number 24. Could be 24 hours a day. It almost feels like 24/7. You have to battle this thing. I do see whatever it is that you feel like you have to be up against. You're killing it. You're defeating it. You're going to win. That's the victory. It's almost like killing your demons. Okay. And it could be with 24 too, something you've been dealing with since 2024. With Glenda's guidance, oh my God, I love it. I love that we have the Wicked Witch and Glenda. Trust your intuition and inner guidance. That's how I start every reading. Trust your intuition. A mentor may help light your way. Wisdom, higher guidance, support. This definitely feels like you're getting ideas from spirit through subtle realms, subconscious realms, realms that are not of this conscious world. Look, we have the Emerald Gate. So it's almost like you're approaching different realms that aren't necessarily of the realm that we're in, if that makes sense. This is like astral realm energy. And I feel like it's giving you the divinity, the power, the divine nurturing, divine motherly energy to overcome your fears. Yeah, this feels like you're just conquering your demons in the best way. Because if your demons come through your dreams, it's almost like somehow you get the guidance to either stop those dreams or conquer the demon. I don't want to say demon, but you know, demons can manifest in many different forms. We have Nest of Wasps, teamwork and order, 13, which is the number of the death card. So there's a major transformation on the horizon. And I feel like you've got a team of spirit guides, right? We've got Glenda's guidance, the teamwork card right there. Even with bear, I'm getting like mama bear energy. I feel like there's a divine mother watching over you. Self-actualization, individuality with the wild violet. Let's put that right there. Yeah, because I feel like you realize your power and you're like, oh, you really tried to come for me. That's cute. That's adorable. But it doesn't really do anything. I'm like, do I want to put that there? Let's keep it right there. Yeah, I feel like if you have a mother wound that needs healing, you're doing that yourself. And maybe this is something you have to do before you become an actual mother. If, you know, that's something that you were hoping to see in a reading like this. I do feel like it's confirmation you may have another kid or 2 or 3, maybe even 4 or 5. Who knows? Oh, wow. Look at this. Pair of shoes, coupling partnership. But in order to get that, I feel like you have to overcome something that's kind of been trying to steal your energy. It's almost like you're overcoming an energy vampire, group 3, but you are overcoming it nonetheless. So let's get a charm for you guys. Group 3. Feel it instantly. Ooh, we've got the cherries. I'm hearing and a cherry on top. So not only is a victory, I don't want to say the word essential, but it's like already established. A victory is already ensuing. It's already coming for you. But I feel like there's like an extra oomph to it with the cherry on top. So I love to see that. And then let's see what's coming through these messages. We've got the root chakra, foundation, grounding, connection. Strength and stability are at hand, and the earth supports deep connection. So I feel like there's something about you're going to be on earth for a while, group 3. And I feel like earth is feeling the connection for you, and earth is actually the spirit that's helping you out here. But it's going to help you navigate this world a lot better when you kind of conquer your fears, your demons, whatever achiness is coming through. I feel like you're defeating it. You're overcoming it. Yeah, you're getting a big bear hug from the universe, from a mother spirit. So I'm really loving this, group 3. I hope this resonated with you. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. And I'm sure I'll see you in another reading very, very soon. What's up, group 4? Trust your intuition for divinely guiding you to this particular group. All right, so we're going to find out what your next big victory is, what your next big win is. So you guys resonated the most with this lapis lazuli unicorn. And lapis is all about calm. It's all about serenity, tranquility. Unicorns are all about magical mysticism. So I feel like there's an energy of soothing magic coming over you. I feel like that in and of itself is a win, because a peaceful state of mind, a calm state of mind, means you have control to do anything you want. And especially with that extra oomph of magic with the unicorn spirit, the unicorn energy, I'm just getting a very good vibe. Let's see if this will stand up on its own. There we go. Yeah, I'm getting a very good, calm, soothing vibe with that. All right, we have dream. And lapis lazuli is known to help your dreams and kind of promote good, what's the word I'm looking for? I almost want to say vivacious. That's totally not it. Vivid dreams. There we go. Be as specific as you can when you're designing your dreams. You are the architect, the curator, and the conductor of your destiny. Dream big and don't hold back. Ooh, I love that message. Okay. So I feel like your dreams are coming to fruition. That's a huge victory. And then we have crossroads, 22, angel number. And clover. Ooh, we have 222. You guys are probably seeing 222 a lot. Definitely means your angels are by your side. And it makes sense with that oomph of magic that you guys chose. I love that the dream card is the same color as the lapis, by the way. But this is, I'm getting something with the throat chakra, right? There's something about speech communication with the color blue, your voice. But with clover and crossroads, I feel like you're at a point where you need to make a decision about, I'm hearing your fortune. Fortune favors the bold. There's almost something in here about going forward, and whichever way you decide to go, fortune is going to follow you. So I feel like this is all about following your dreams. Let's get a little bit more before I get too deep into that. but I feel like there's a big message about following your dreams, both literal, your daydreams, and also following what your dreams when you're sleeping at night are telling you. All right, so let's get more. Group 4, what do they need to see about this big victory, this big win? We have home. Okay, that's interesting. Follow the yellow brick road back home. Okay. And then we have rivalry. So in this deck, it does take reversals. There's a reversal definition. And it's really just the opposite of what the card is. So opposite of rivalry is like a union or making up with somebody. I almost wonder if there's like a, I don't want to say the word enemy, but that's kind of what's coming through, like an enemy or somebody that's helping you find your way back home, or you make up with what was once an enemy. I don't know. You're the only group too. I just realized I took another Oracle deck instead of the tarot cards. So I'm going to break these out and see if they give us any more information. We've got the Ace of Stones in reverse. This can be a loss. It's like the Ace of Pentacles. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. We've got the Chariot. I forgot you guys got 4 cards too. 4 for group 4. We've got the Chariot energy. Okay. In reverse. So there's like a Hulk, because upright, that's all about moving forward. And it's funny, we have the horses here and that unicorn kind of horse energy. But it almost feels like let's stop, let's reassess, especially with the Ace of Stones in reverse. Let's kind of see what route we want to take. We've got Temperance. Yeah, it feels like there's a message in here about taking it easy. Let's put this up a little bit. The Temperance is also about healing. It's also about, yeah, patience. And then we have the Lovers. Ooh. Enemies turn lovers, maybe? I wonder. Is this someone you're finding on your way back home? And where are we coming from to go back home? What is all of this about? Okay. I feel like there's this halt. Let's reassess. Let's strategize. Let's see what our actual plans are. Even with Clover, though, it almost feels like a lucky win. But with rivalry in reverse and the Lovers, it feels like there's something kind of juicy good coming out of this. All right, let's get a little bit more. Yeah, I'm getting a love situation happening, arising. And I'm wondering what home is in reference to. Is that just like finding your center? Let's see. What's the energy for group 4? The victory, the win. The Cowardly Lion's courage. Step into your bravery and face challenges head on. Courage is your guiding light. Overcoming fear, leadership, self-assurance. Yeah, it feels like you're literally learning how to become a leader, and it's almost like you're doing it by following your dreams. And I feel like your literal dreams when you sleep at night are intuiting for you how to do this, how to navigate becoming a leader. Getting strategy, leader, strategist. Winds of change. Transformation is in the air. Embrace the winds of change and let them carry you forward. Transformation, adaptability, momentum, release, number 20. And I do want to take this one. Was it this one or was it this one? I think it was this one. The Witch's Broom, 25, makes me think of this year's energy. Take swift action to clear obstacles. You have the capability to change your circumstances. Cleansing, release, movement, empowerment. And it's funny, I feel like with the Chariot in reverse and Ace of Stones in reverse, it's almost like you have to get the blueprint. Listen to me trying to talk. Together before you can make this change, or the strategy together in order to make this change. And I feel like it's it could be a change of direction, right? We literally had change of winds or winds of change. This one's kind of sticking out at me, so I'm going to take it out too. The Wizard's Curtain, number 17. Truth is being revealed. Transparency leads to breakthroughs. Authenticity, insight, self-realization, and revelation. Look, we literally have Emerald Dreams too. I'm going to take that out because dreams seem to be a huge theme. We have Dream. I want you to be able to see this. And why don't we put that here? Emerald Dreams. Number 13. Your dreams are aligning with reality. Stay focused on your vision. There's definitely something that's manifesting through, I'm hearing through ways you can't see, which makes me think of when you're dreaming at night. It's like you're not consciously seeing those dreams play out in reality, but something is happening as a result of that. Do I want to take that one or that one? I feel like I want to take both of them. We have Pine Cone, Third Eye, New Perspective. I mean, it's all over this. Third Eye energy. 34, and then we have, I don't know how to say this, sassafras? Whatever. Healing, self-care. Someone tell me how to say that. Look, we have 3, 4, and 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Things happening in divine alignment. Yeah, it's almost like follow the yellow brick road back home is what I'm getting. And it's coming through dreams. I don't know how else to say that. It's almost like you have to lift the veil in order to find your way back home, in order to find the blueprint to get back home. Let's see what's coming through the charms here. For group 4, what do they need to see? Is this LOL? Ooh, there's something about laughing. Laugh out loud, laughing out loud. I feel like there's something about like your joyous energy guiding you back home. Guiding your light back home. Here, you take another one. Group 4, what do they need to see? The next big victory. Lotus, I'm hearing unloading. It's unloading. It's blossoming. It's still progressing. I feel like there's something about when you're laughing, when you're following the joyful road, you can't, like, it's all a win. Life is always, you're always in winning mode when you're laughing, when you're having fun, when you're fully enjoying life. And we're going to take one of these spirit messages for group 4. What is it that group 4 needs to see? Ooh, we have the symbol. Yeah, which is all about meditative energy, healing energy, protective energy. So I feel like there's something about a peace of mind, and also knowing that, like, when you're laughing, when you're having a good time, you're manifesting good energy. And it also plays out in your dreams, good dreams. Good dreams also translate to good prophecies, good insights that are going to come to fruition. So really the message here is to celebrate all of the small wins, which are going to amount to a huge win of really finding yourself, finding your way back home. Right? I'm getting something about like clicking the red shoes together with all this Oz energy. So I hope that resonated for you, group 4. It's really all about the little wins here, like laughing, having a good time, and then watching how your dreams play out and send you messages. And again, fortune favors the bold. I feel like that's a big message in here. So the victories are all over. You just got to watch out for them. Open that third eye. So thanks a lot, group 4. I love you so much. Thanks for tuning in. And hopefully I'll see you in another reading very, very soon.